Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Lana. Say hi, Lana. Can you say hi to YouTube? Yeah. Today I filmed my foundation routine for you, so if you want to see how I get my foundation, then just keep watching the video, and if you have any comments, make sure that you leave them down below in the description, and I will make sure to answer them for you. And as always, please like, subscribe, and share my video. Bye! Alright, let's get started. First I take my Smashbox primer water and spray that in an X and T motion across my face. I'm not really doing that here, I already sprayed it on because I like to let it sit for a few minutes before I go in with my Too Faced Primed and Poreless foundation primer. I just rub that into my T-zone area where I feel my pores are the largest and need the most work. Next for foundation, I'm going in with my Sonia Kashuk foundation in Vanilla on a L'Oreal blending sponge. I take about 3 pumps of that onto the sponge directly and then go ahead and start pouncing that onto your face. I focus most of the product on my cheeks and chin area, not too much on my forehead because I do not need as much coverage there as I do on the rest of my face. After that, I go in with a Sigma brush. I'm pretty sure this is the F85. I usually use the F80, but it was dirty, so I grabbed this and it works just the same. I just use that to blend my jawline, ears, and hairline just to make sure that it's really blended into there. For concealer, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Light, and I go ahead and put that under my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and chin area, all places that I would like to highlight. I also put it on my eyelids to act as a eyeshadow primer. Once I finish that, I go back in with the same blending sponge using the pointy side to blend in all of the concealer on my face. Go in now with my RCMA powder that I'm going to use to bake my face and set my concealer from moving around all day. Put that under my eyes and everywhere else where I previously put my concealer. With a Sigma tapered brush, I go ahead and put the same RCMA powder on my eyelids to set that concealer as well. I don't like to use the sponge for that part. Once you are baking, you can go ahead now in with a bronzer of your choice. I'm using this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer that I got with my Sephora points. And I'm taking that bronzer on a Real Techniques blush brush on my jawline. And just blending that in. Also on my cheeks, making the cute sucking in face so that I can see my jaw or my cheekbones better. Other side now. Just to give me more color. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild contour palette with the dark shade on a different Real Techniques contouring brush. Back to the cute face we make, and then I just go ahead and kind of contour my cheekbones a little bit more. Start from the top of my ear and bring it down, not too far in. You don't want to bring your contour all the way down to your mouth area. I turn it the other way to blend it more. Once that is done, on the cheekbones, I also take the contour powder right on my jawline. Gotta suck back that double chin. With the same bronzing brush we used, I just blend that contour out under my chin and on my cheekbones. And then I go ahead and blend the rest of my bronzing and contour all over my face where I put that. I got a little too much RCMA powder poured out, but I'm going to go ahead and take that and I'm going to carve out my cheekbones to really cut that contour and let the RCMA powder bake. While I am baking, this is when I go in and I do my eyebrows. Just combing through my eyebrows and then taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in Soft Brown. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. Mostly off camera, but you can see how I start them in this video. I'll link my full brow tutorial in the description box if you want to check that out too. Here I'm just outlining my brow on the bottom. Now to the other side. I'm super fast with the brows. Combing through the product to blend them again. With my concealer, the same concealer I used for the rest of my face, gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand and use, I'm pretty sure this is a Luxie Beauty brush to go ahead and clean up the eyebrow powder. With this Morphe contour brush, I'm gonna go in with my same contour powder, and now I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit. I don't go too heavy with the nose contour, but I do like to make some definition on my nose. And go ahead and tap that lightly. Make sure you shake off most of the product, as you don't want to go in too heavy with the nose contour at first. You can always add some more, but it's harder to take it away. I also run some of that contour powder under my lip to give the illusion of a fuller lip. With a clean blush brush, I go ahead and tap in the baking powder that we have on our face, on my forehead, down my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I'm going to wipe most of it off under my eyes, but I still leave a little bit right under there where I crease the most to let that keep baking for a little bit. Once I have that baking powder brushed off a little bit, I go in with my 2 shades of blush there from my Makeup Revolution palette and go ahead and make your cute blush smile face and apply that blush to the apples of your cheeks, and I also run it back. If it's a little bit too dark, you can do what I did here, which is take my same powder brush and kind of put a little bit of powder over top of that blush to kind of blend it out a little bit. Here I'm removing the rest of the baking powder that I had right underneath my eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight with my Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in Pearl on a Real Techniques little fluffy brush right there. Adding that highlight to the tops of my cheekbones. I put a little bit above my eyebrow just to highlight that part of my face. On my chin, Cupid's bow, and with a different brush, this is a Sigma pencil brush, I go in with just the first shade in the Pearl palette, the lightest one, and I run that down the bridge of my nose and also on the tip of my nose for some highlight. I also use this brush to highlight under my brow bone. This palette is super pretty. I really, really enjoy it. I only have the pearl, but I can't wait to get the gold one as well. Same powder brush we were using earlier. I'm going to remove the baking that was on my jawline and go back in with a little bit more highlighter because you can never have enough. I put a little bit on the furthest point back on my jawline. Take a makeup remover wipe and take off any foundation that was on your lips. And of course, apply some lip balm because good moisturized lips is the best foundation for when you're applying any lipstick or liquid lipstick. And there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.